Welcome, ghouls and night dwellers, to a city where gas lamps flicker against wrought iron balconies, and the humid air carries both music and whispers. New Orleans is a place where history never truly rests, and legends linger longer after midnight. Tonight, we slip past the veil of jazz and voodoo, stepping beyond Anne Rice's gothic streets and into the darker corners of the French Quarter, where tales of a charming stranger, untouched by time, haunt the cobblestone streets. They call him Jacques Saint Germain, an aristocrat, not an aristocat, raconteur, and perhaps something more. A man of endless charm, endless wealth, and, if the stories are true, endless years. Was he a traveler from old Europe, a descendant from the immortal Comte Saint Germain, or was he the same man appearing time and time again through history? So draw the curtains, pour yourself a glass of something red, and join us as we uncover the mystery of the Crescent City's most infamous vampire.
Ooh.
Hey y'all, this is Hauntmates, and we're your host.
I'm Jeffrey Anderson.
And I'm Mallory Anderson. And today, I want to go to my favorite place in the world, New Orleans.
I thought Edinburgh was your favorite place in the world.
Okay, Edinburgh is my favorite place, like, in the world, but New Orleans is my favorite place, like, in the United States.
That makes sense. I mean,
I love New Orleans.
they're both kind of similar.
Yeah. Well, and two, my boss, she used to own property in the French Quarter. So, like, in my 20s, I'm not even joking, I can't even, it was more than 20 times.
Yeah.
I've been to New Orleans because it's just like an 8-hour drive. So we would just pack up all of our stuff, like, only had $100 for, you know, the whole week, but let's just go.
Yeah. I mean, I've been with you a few times.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's actually places where you can go and, like, they have, like, the vampire, like, cafe. It used to be like 801 Royal, but now it's like the Vampire Cafe. So you can get, like, little, like, drinks out of, like, blood bags and stuff like that. So they really play into it.
That's cool. It's also kind of fitting that you're going to talk about a vampire, and I'm wearing this flannel that I'm wearing.
You are? What flannel is that?
It's the Dixon one. That's the Orlok flannel.
Oh, yeah, from Nosferatu.
Yeah.
You know, so whenever we were getting dressed for this, I had on a different outfit, but then I was like, oh, you're going vampire. I have to go vampire. So I'm wearing the Nosferatu locket that Ellen was wearing.
Ooh.
You know, wear the spooky merch.
Spooky merch.
I know. And then I went ahead and I was like, what do I have that's velvet? I just feel like vampires, velvet.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand.
Dark colors. Yeah, it goes in red.
In red.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Yeah, it just goes with it, right? I don't make the rules. Speaking of vampires, have you been seeing any of the, like, Dracula new movie coming out?
No, what is it?
So it's Dracula Love Story, and it looks so good. I want to watch it so bad.
I'm down.
Well, it's not in the U.S. It's not in the U.S. yet, which is, I'm not used to, like, things not being in the U.S.
I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what kind of, like, it sucks right now, but it's overseas right now.
Wait. I think I did see this. Luke Besson is the director and writer, right?
I think so, yeah. He's the same guy that did
The Fifth Element.
Yes.
And, like, a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, and the guy that plays Dracula, apparently he's from Texas, but, like, his accent is so good in the movie.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then he even does, like, interviews, like, still in his accent.
Dude, that's, like, next level method acting.
It really is. Well, and it's funny because, like, I kind of made fun of, like, Austin Butler doing it whenever his accent was stuck in, like, the Elvis. And I was like, he's just, like, a wannabe. But, like, I don't know why I believe this one. But, like, I'm like, oh, no, he's just, like, method acting. Where, I don't know, I just felt like Austin Butler was like, I just want to look cool. I just want to sound cool.
I just want to sound like this.
I just want to sound like this, lady girl. I don't know. I just... But the guy is apparently from Texas, and he's actually from Richardson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's like... Me and him grew up, like, not even 30 minutes away from each other.
That's wild.
And he's in cool movies.
And, I mean, y'all are close to the same age, too, aren't y'all, I think?
Yeah, I think we're, like, only, like...
A couple of days or something.
Yeah, a couple days apart.
That's right, because you did tell me about this. And I looked it up because I was like, who is this guy? and then realized he's in a few other movies.
Yeah, he's in a
we've
lot
seen.
of different movies. See, that's the kind of actor I would want to be.
Yeah.
Don't know who I am, but I want to be in things.
Exactly.
But now he's turned into like a thirst trap because all these girls are like flocking over, you know, because like, and I'm one of them because like this is this is like my bread and butter. I'm like, oh, but it's funny how like, you know, guys can be like in a movie and you're like, yes. And you see them outside the movie, you're like, oh, I'm okay. But like, I don't know, maybe it's just like the Outlander thing where it's just like, I like men that are dirty, maybe like a little bloody. You know, it's a little masculine thing.
A little masculine thing.
We should put some blood on you, Jeff.
Hey, man, I've been doing manly stuff with as bad as our house got destroyed.
Oh, my God. We have had the worst storms so far in Texas, like in the northern Texas area we're at, like North Texas. So last storm, the rain was coming through our freaking doorknob.
Yeah, yeah.
Doorknob. It was just gushing through our doorknob.
Like the lock on the doorknob.
Like just coming through. And then this storm, I knew it was going to hit. And I was like, hey, Jeff, so we should go get some pizza. Because, like, anytime it storms here, we automatically lose power. And, like, we know we lose power.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, let's go get some pizza. That way, when the power gets out, we can still eat it cold for dinner or whatever. And we had about 10 minutes before we knew the storm was going to hit. And it was supposed to be, like, really bad. High winds, hail, all that. I'm not even joking. It was supposed to hit at 6. We were in our neighborhood by 6:01, and like a torrential downpour happened.
Of both hail and water.
That was so scary.
I'm pretty sure I drove through someone's yard trying to get us home.
Allegedly. It's okay. We just popped the curb.
Yeah, just popped a curb.
And it was so bad because we couldn't see, and we accidentally took like the first turn in, which is not our turn in, and we were like, fuck. We didn't know where we were. And so I had to put GPS on because we couldn't see. And then I had to roll down the window to see like where we were driving.
Yeah.
And like, thank God I automatically, like on my smart homes app or whatever,
Yeah.
like made the garage door open up because like right after that we lost power. And then I saw our house and I was like, it's right there, Jeff. And I was like, turn in. And we turned in, we were able to get in. And I was like, hurry, close the garage. And you're like, I can't, we lost power. So I was really happy like we already did that. But
yeah, that was really smart.
yeah, we got some damages.
Yeah.
Car. But not
roof.
the sunroof of our car.
Yeah,
But,
so that's good.
yeah, so that would have totaled it. But
Yeah.
yeah, our roof.
Roof, garage door, every single gutter, couple of windows. Our fence.
Oh yeah, our fence.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Both sides.
Oh, and our window. Yeah, you mentioned our window.
Oh, I was looking at pictures today. Even the AC unit's kind of fucked up.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Well, we had to take care of. That's the reason I have insurance.
Oh my God, thank God. If they're not shitty, that's what I'm used to with insurance.
Yeah,
It's like,
same.
oh yeah, you pay all this money and like, yeah, it's in your clause, but like this little thing, we're not going to cover because X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
Because I work in dental insurance and that's always like, oh yeah, like this is covered 80%, but they won't cover this if this, and this is happening. And usually that is happening.
Yeah.
With it.
We'll figure it out.
Because why would they want to spend your money?
Yeah. It's a trap.
It is a trap. But I will say, I still love storms as much as this has caused so much damage to our house. I still love storms. And I don't know if you were there with me. My favorite storm I've ever experienced was actually in New Orleans.
Was the one...
Were you there with me?
I think I was. I think it was when we went to go see Evanescence.
And it like rained and we had all of the French doors open.
Yeah, then we watched Catfish.
No, okay, this is a different one. We had all the French doors open, but I don't think it was storming like that. But before it was like, it was like work or maybe it was Mardi Gras. Because we would go there for Mardi Gras a lot. And so our doctor, she like had all the French doors open. We were watching like a scary movie.
Yeah.
We had all like the little lights on, like, all the ambient lighting and stuff.
All the cool shit.
Yeah. And speaking of New Orleans, I think it's funny when people like from up north pronounce New Orleans instead of New Orleans.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to stop. Like keep pronouncing it like you pronounce it just because I think
Pronounce it how you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, but in the South, we pronounce it New Orleans.
Yeah.
Or if you're in the Cajun accent, which we can barely understand, is New Orleans. I don't know. I can't say it.
Yeah.
Or we just shorten it to NOLA.
NOLA works.
Right? NOLA till you die. And speaking of NOLA, so they actually have a place there that you can get like fangs like put on you.
Sometimes some of this like vampire stuff just goes a little too far.
I think it's cool.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying though, is I think it's really cool. You know, like sometimes it goes too far though, but.
Yeah, like the people like actually drinking blood.
Yeah. That's what
I'm okay. But I'll watch like Dracula movie.
Yeah. Watch Dracula movies. Have fun with it.
I know, and because the new Dracula movie is about to be, hopefully going to be streaming in 2026 in America. Is the cat using the restroom right behind us?
He's taking a shit behind you.
Kiwi. We just made eye contact. I'm protecting him. He knows.
He knows.
And there's also a vampire burlesque show you can see. It's called,
Really?
I know, I would totally see that.
We need to go back to NOLA.
We really do. Yeah. I love New Orleans. But yeah, it's called Le Vampire Cabaret.
Ooh.
I know, very sexy. Which, like, I don't know why all vampires are so sexual.
Dude, every single vampire movie is horned up.
It is. Didn't your friend say that?
He said
Nosferatu?
He said that about Nosferatu. And then I realized it because I was like, started thinking about it and I was like, every single one is. Like, every Dracula movie is. Even fucking Twilight was.
Even Twilight. Yeah. Like, let me tell you, on opening night, I forgot. I think it's like Breaking Dawn Part 2 when Edward, like, they finally like are married. So he's a gentleman. So like they wait to consummate the marriage. Right. Yeah. And when they're doing that, he like grabs onto the bed
broke
frame.
The bed rack.
The screams. All the girls. Oh my God. And I was one of them. I was like, oh my God.
It happens.
Edward. Which obviously I was so team Edward.
Yeah.
But like.
Makes sense nowadays.
Yeah, right? Like, I still love vampires. I think of all of like the lore, like you like aliens, I like vampires.
Yeah.
But also too, I think I love vampires because Dracula, like the story of Dracula is like this man that like lusts and loves and just yearns for his wife, like his lover. And it's like, it's so sweet.
It is.
But it's like everything. And talking and like going back into like New Orleans, there was one year I went there for a bachelorette trip. And we got to choose between if we were going to be like a zombie, like a zombie, or like a vampire. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be a vampire, right?
100%.
Yeah. So I got like the wide brim hat, which was just like, Stetson cowboy hat. I just didn't get it folded. And then I had like just a long sleeve shirt on. I thought I was going to be like really cool looking, but apparently I can't put on vampire fangs. And I work in the dental field and I should, but that shit is hard. And I didn't realize there's going to be a gapping. So also talking about New Orleans, do you remember where my boss's apartment used to be?
The only one I've been to?
No, because you're right.
The pink one?
The pink one.
Oh, yeah.
With the Coke sign on the outside. Yeah.
I remember that.
So do you remember what building was right across the street from her?
Was it I'll say the Lori Mansion was there, but it was down the street. Mm-hmm. It was like the end of the block next to Verdi Mart.
Oh my God, Verdi Mart. Oh my God, it's so good. If you're ever in New Orleans, you have to go to Verdi Mart. Like,
it's cash only though.
But Verdi Mart, like you can get, it's just like a convenience store, like a bodega, but you can get like, they actually sell like food and stuff like afterwards, which I've had amazing stuff there.
Dude, that mac and cheese you gave me from there that one night was amazing.
Oh yeah. I forgot. I've gotten some good jambalaya from there. I really do love Verdi Mart, but no, it's the one that like when you walk outside of her door, it literally is like on the other side. Like you like you see it across the street.
I don't know what that place is.
So that place used to be the home of Jacques Saint Germain.
Oh.
AKA the most famous vampire in New Orleans history. So before...
There's been more than one famous vampire in New Orleans?
No, it's just the most famous vampire.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's a bunch of vampires. Like, there's still vampires in New Orleans.
Gotcha.
And I've been seeing, too, like, on my For You page, like, a lot of people going to New Orleans and saying that they're encountering vampires, like, they think are real vampires, like, from back in the day. Not like people are, like, not like me just going, like, I'm a vampire. Let me suck your neck. You know what I mean? It's like, let me drink your blood. Let me bite you. Like, it's...
They're, like, running some, like, Vlad the Impaler kind of people.
Yeah, like real people that have lived centuries, and like they feel like they get almost like hypnotized while they're talking to them.
What?
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. I know, right? Yeah.
Have we not encountered these people?
I know. I would love to encounter you.
I mean, I don't want to die.
Yeah. Don't kill me. I want to feel safe.
Yeah.
But then again, it's a vampire. Are you really ever safe?
Probably not.
Nope. So before going on like tours and stuff, a lot of the tours would stop right there. So like we would, like being there, we would, crack ourselves a little drink, and then we would just listen to the tour that would stop there and stuff. And it's funny because the guy that owns it now is really, really nice guy. And gosh, I've seen just a little bit of his inside of his house, and it's absolutely beautiful.
The one that's directly across.
Yes. Yeah. So like if this is like hers right here, it's literally like the next.
The one that's across. Okay, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, like it's catty cornered, like it's on the corner right there.
So yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
What is that? Is that Dolphine? No. What is that
Royal.
street? Royal. No. Royal is
Ursuline.
down one. Ursuline. Yes, it's
The
off
one
of
that's across
Ursuline.
Ursuline.
Yes.
Not Royal.
No, not Royal.
Okay.
Yeah, Royal is like a block, like to the left.
No, Royal is the one that runs in front of it.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. It's Royal, and then Ursuline's like this. I actually looked it up today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, God, I haven't been there forever.
Because one of the guys I work with is going like in a couple of weeks, and I was like, dude, you need to go to. I told him, I was like, you need to go to Port of Call.
Oh my God, Port of Call, the best times. Remember that guy? Were you that guy?
I told him the story.
Oh my God, that is my favorite story of all in New Orleans ever.
He's got a tail.
He's got a tail. So we're in Port of Call, and Port of Call is like.
Hold on. I love how this is an episode about vampires.
And we're talking about a guy with a tail.
We're talking about our favorite New Orleans stories.
And like, it's a guy with a tail.
And it's a fucking guy with a tail.
Well, because I actually was scared. Like, I actually was like, oh, it's about to pop off. Like, you know what I mean? And like, like I was actually scared, like shooting was going to happen and all that. Because what happened, so Port of Call is like a super dark, very teeny tiny little area. Like you have to sit, it's so good though.
Think of like a dive bar, but a burger place.
So we're in there, and these guys next to us in the next like booth or next table, they are so messed up. Like they're drunk past that messed up. And this guy starts taking like the knife and fork they give you, and like truly starts trying to dig into his arm. And we're like, oh no, this is at another level of like you're arguing, like this guy is self-harming right next to us as we're like trying to eat our burger and drink our beer and enjoy our night.
And a baked potato.
And eat a baked potato. And then like security comes over, and he's like this big burly kind of guy, and then nothing's happening. They're not moving. And then all of a sudden, I'm just gonna call her Ma, because that's her energy she gave off. She like comes out of the back, and she's like, yeah, my kitchen. She like teeny tiny, like maybe 4'11", 5 foot, and like I guess a little, I call it a hanky, but it's, what is it, like a
wash rag.
Like a wash rag, yeah. And she like throws it over, and she like starts to really grab him. Ma got them out of there. And then when they're getting out of there, the guy had a tail, which is okay, whatever. But we just weren't prepared for a guy to self-harm next to us, much less get kicked out because of it, much less have a tail.
Yeah.
It was just dramatics. Like only New Orleans does all three
happen at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, it's also my first time meeting everyone that you work with.
Oh yeah, because we were there for Voodoo Fest.
Yep, we were there for Voodoo Fest. We just saw Manson. We just saw Marilyn Manson too.
We did, and I didn't realize that Marilyn Manson actually like lived there at one point.
And so did Trent Reznor.
That's so cool. I would totally live in New Orleans.
So would I. Maybe.
Actually, it gets so hot. Like there's hot and then there's swamp ass hot. And New Orleans is swamp ass hot.
Yes.
Like the first year I went, it was the middle of like August. I will never forget. I walked just maybe a block down the road to go to Cafe du Monde, and it looked like somebody had like got water and just sprayed it on my face, like right then. Like that's how bad it was. No amount of setting spray helped me.
Yes.
I felt very sticky.
Yeah. It's a sticky place.
It is. That's why I only like to go like November, December, January, February. March is a little too late for me. I'll be honest with you. Like that's
the end of October is okay.
I've been there 1 year. Well, no, twice for Halloween, and like it's always hot.
Yeah.
Well, when I went, I know they have like on and off, you know, but God, I'll never forget. Like I was doing a cemetery tour and I was hungover, and the next day it was like 90 or 100 degrees, and I was just like, oh my God, this is a mistake.
This is horrible.
I was like, why did I book this time, the day after Halloween? Like,
because you're like,
yeah, I'm like, this is a bad decision. It's like the adult things you do, like, oh, I'm gonna get gas in the morning, and like, you're not gonna get gas in the morning. Like the lies you tell yourself.
hey, remind me, I need to get gas tomorrow morning.
Are you serious? So going back into Jacques Saint Germain, there's no good segue here.
No.
So Jacques Saint Germain moved to New Orleans from France in 1902. He was a mysterious aristocrat. I keep saying aristocrat. Everybody wants to be a cat. I love that movie.
Oh, yeah.
He was a mysterious aristocrat. I almost did it again. Known to be a ladies' man, he was frequently seen with beautiful women on his arm while strolling the French Quarter or clubbing in elegant locations late into the night. Was he really a ladies' man, or did he love partying? Or was this just a good cover-up to get closer to his prey? I think it was a facade. I think he just got closer to his prey.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, did pretty girls taste better? That could so be a joke.
That's why I was like, did you see me about to say it? I was like,
You don't have to answer it. Oh my God. Okay, anyways, he hosted highly anticipated lavish parties where he entertained the elite of New Orleans society with lavish cuisine, fine wine, and entertainment. But the best entertainment would be his storytelling of centuries-old events. He had such a great knowledge of these events, people started to speculate he may have witnessed them firsthand.
what?
Like it's like the way he was talking, people truly believe that he may have been there, because the way he would storytell was like, oh, this isn't just somebody like reading line per line. It's like you're telling it as if you experienced it.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a difference of typically storytelling. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just, was he just a good storyteller?
It could have been both.
I don't know. I feel like back then, like, you know, it wasn't as common to be well-traveled and well-knowledged.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
You know?
I mean, there weren't planes.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like, you know, like back in the 60s, my grandfather would have, you know, oh my God, what do you call them? Like a video recorder.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as common to have them.
Yeah.
So only like the rich kind of had them. You know what I mean? So like there's like videos of him in like the 1960s hosting parties and stuff. And like,
That's really cool.
yeah, it really is cool. But at the same time, like, you know, people didn't really, you know, it was so expensive to buy things like film and all that. They would just do like, you know, usually like memory stuff like that, not parties, you know? So I can only imagine like maybe that's the same thing.
Maybe.
And so at these parties, no one ever saw him eating along with his guest, only drinking what appeared to be red wine, quote unquote.
Oh.
Was it red wine? They started noticing his avoidance of garlic in any form. And I'll be honest with you, some people just don't like garlic.
That's true.
Like maybe he didn't want stinky breath. I love garlic. Oh
Garlic
my God.
is the best.
It is. I didn't realize too, garlic is hot.
Yeah.
Like the more garlic you add, it's hotter. Cause I thought like, oh, I love garlic. Let me just add some more. And it made it spicy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was not prepared for that.
Yeah. No.
And it like hurts cause it's so hot.
Yeah. Garlic is so good though. Maybe I was going to say, maybe that's why we've never met a vampire before. Because we both like garlic so much.
Garlic is running through our bloods. Or they're like, ew, you're stinky. Hey. And it's like the smell lingers.
They're like,
it slaps him in the face. So they notice, so he wasn't eating any garlic. And so things are starting to get pretty fishy. So one night, screams were heard coming from his home. Bystanders reported seeing a woman jumping from the second story of his house onto the street, frantically telling anyone that would listen that she had been attacked and bitten on her neck by the one and only Jacques Saint Germain. And I don't know about you, but if I saw a woman literally jumping out of a building,
like the second story.
Yeah. I don't care what she's saying. I'm going to believe her. Like she really thinks this happened or this really did happen.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't have like meth back then. So, I mean, that definitely was not a factor in this.
Right. I mean, they had cocaine in their
Coke.
You know, so.
I mean, that's back when doctors were like, you have some blood in your cocaine.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, a headache? Here's some cocaine. Cocaine bear? Nope. Cocaine. Coke? Yeah, go for it. Isn't that funny, though, when you think about it, like how crazy that is?
Yeah. It's really crazy.
So he wasn't brought. So when that happened, when the girl, like, so she went to the police and all that and telling the police what happened, the police didn't even go question him that night.
They were just like, this guy's not one to be fucked with.
Yeah. So, I guess, like, you know, it's just history repeating itself. It's just rich people have power, right? You know? So police didn't want to bother him because of how late it was in the night. So they said, oh, we'll come by in the morning for a statement.
That motherfucker was gone the next day, wasn't he?
Yep. So when the police searched his home, they found bloodstains and wine bottles filled with blood.
This motherfucker was a real vampire.
He was a real vampire. Okay, so yeah, they found all that, but where was Saint Germain? Well, he simply vanished as mysteriously as he had arrived. He was gone, never to be seen again.
His name wasn't Sir Germain; it was Vlad.
Yeah, it was Vlad the Impaler. That was him.
That was him. Did it look like Gary Oldman?
You know, maybe. With the wig on. So the woman, his victim, ended up passing away from her injuries later in the hospital. And I don't know if she may have passed away from her injuries or did he come visit her and finish the job? We'll never know.
We will never know.
So before he disappeared, Jacques Saint Germain claimed to be the direct descendant of Comte Saint Germain. What is up with these people with the same names?
I don't know.
Or was it the same person? No, but they usually did always have the same names. Or was this just him reappearing years later? Because they looked exactly alike.
Family resemblance? I think not.
I mean, come on. Usually that takes years.
Yeah.
And it's funny because one of my cousins, me and my mom were going through old photos and stuff. And one of like great, I don't know, maybe 5 times great grandfather looked exactly identical to one of my cousins. Is he a vampire?
Possible.
Who knows?
Not us.
Not me. I wish I did because that'd be cooler. And I wish it was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So guests have even noticed that portraits never depicted Comte Saint Germain as older than 40, the same age that Jacques Saint Germain had appeared since he had arrived in New Orleans. Like Jacques Saint Germain, Comte Saint Germain was also a part of high society. He was a close friend to King Louis XV. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what those letters mean.
XV, that'd be 15?
Yeah, we'll go with it. Who are we? Oh, the 18th century. So King Louis the XV in the 18th century. Casanova. Yeah, I was like, oh, there was a real guy with the last name Casanova? I thought that was just like a made-up story.
I thought that was a made-up story. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then also Mozart.
This dude knew all these people?
Could you imagine? It reminds me of Outlander, like going back in time and like knowing these people are important figures and like seeing them.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, you go down in history.
Yeah.
Like how cool would that be to see that, you know?
It'd be really cool.
Or to be friends with these people and then later on see the play they have on society.
Yeah.
And Comte Saint-Germain was also known for hosting lavish parties, where he also was never seen having a bite of food. Both are known to be incredibly handsome, charming, and witty, like all vampires.
All vampires are, I mean, you just described every vampire that's ever been shown in anything.
Charming, handsome, witty. I mean, you automatically like them because you're like, oh.
Oh, you're fun to be around.
You're like, oh, I like you, you know? And never seem to really age. So Comte Saint-Germain actually claimed to be 500 years old and to have had conversations with Cleopatra and the Queen of Sheba. Could you imagine? I mean, he just was outright like, yeah, I'm 500 years old. What are you going to do about it?
I've seen more than you'll see in your life.
Could you imagine living 500 years and seeing, especially like back then, like I couldn't imagine like living 500 years.
Yeah, I mean, me either. I mean,
don't get me wrong, I don't want to die anytime soon. But at the same time, like, I don't want to live 500 years.
Yeah, that seems like too long.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be immortal. I just feel like that'd be sad.
Yeah.
Like, when you really, like, think about it, like...
Which, I mean, that's kind of the base of every Dracula movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad because he's looking for his love of his life.
Oh, my God. Going back to Dracula Love Tale... The way he sees her after 400 years and he's like tearing up. I'm like, oh my God. It does something to me. Oh my God. All my like romance fantasy novels, I'm like, yes. It's so sweet because he's like such a violent man. You know what I mean? Because he's Vlad the Impaler. But he's like, in the clips, it just seems like he's so soft with her. You know? Like... It looks like they're like walking around his like castle and like he's just, his eyes are glued to her. Like when you notice stuff like that, oh my God. It's stuff like that.
Yeah.
When a man looks at you and you're like, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey. Me? You're looking at me?
Yeah.
I'm the chosen one?
Yeah.
People would call him the Wonder Man. And that quote, he is a man who does not die and knows everything, unquote, from Prince Charles of Hesse-Kassel. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Of Hesse-Kassel. Actually called him one of the greatest philosophers who ever lived. Or does wisdom actually come from not age, but time?
Ooh.
Very ominous.
Isn't age just time in a different wording?
But he doesn't age.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Oh.
Mic drop. So, Comte Saint-Germain race Walpole, the fourth Earl of Oxford. He told his friend Horace Mann, and they provided the first unchallenged reference of Comte Saint-Germain. And I quote, "An odd man who goes by the name of Comte Saint-Germain, he had been here these 2 years and will not tell anybody who he is or whence, but professes that he does not go by his right name. He sings, plays the violin wonderfully, composes, is mad and not very sensible. He is called an Italian, a Spaniard, a Pole, and somebody that married a great fortune in Mexico and ran away with her jewels to Constantinople, a priest, a fiddler, a vast nobleman, the Prince of Wales who had curiosities about him, but in vain." So people also think he's weird and like there's something up with him.
Yeah.
Like other people are like catching on like this isn't just an average Joe, you know?
Yeah, they're like, this dude's seen some shit. He's been around.
Yeah, like he knows some things. So when I was researching Comte Saint-Germain, it sounded really familiar to me. And it was because Comte Saint-Germain, aka the Comte of Saint-Germain, was actually a fictional character in the series Outlander, loosely based off of this historical figure. I know. I always want to go back to Scotland with everything.
I'm ready to go back to Scotland.
I know, right? But yeah, whenever I was like linking it up, I was like, I don't know, the name just sounds oddly familiar. So I was like Googling like Outlander, like the cast and like who played who, you know?
Yeah.
So going back to Outlander, the story suggests that after he reported his death in 1784, Saint Germain may have adopted the identity of Major Fraser to continue his little life in secret. This is not the same person as the original Major Fraser of Castle Leathers, but a new assumed identity. This story further adds to the legend of Saint Germain's supposedly immortality. So apparently he's been taking other people's like identities.
Ooh.
So was he really the Comte Saint Germain or was he a different name? Because the other guy already mentioned that
he doesn't go by his real name.
He doesn't go by his real name. So who really is he?
He could be whoever he wants to be.
So here's what we know so far. So Count Saint Germain, so the Comte de Saint Germain and Jacques Saint Germain both ran in inner circles of the elite of their times. Both were known to host incredible, lavish parties where no one ever saw them eat anything. They were both known as incredible storytellers of the past, making people to believe that they had witnessed this firsthand. And they were both alchemists. Do you know what alchemy means?
It's like...
Because I actually didn't. I'll be honest with you.
Okay,
I didn't know what this actually meant.
Tell me what it is.
So alchemy is an ancient practice that combines experimental chemistry with the philosophy and spirituality, mostly famous for pursuing the transmutation of base metals into gold and the elixir of life. Rooted in the belief that elements are not unique substances, but exist in different stages of development. Alchemists sought spiritual and physical perfection through manipulating matter, while often intertwined with mystical and considered to be pro-science. Alchemy is experimental work, laid groundwork for the modern chemistry and pharmacology that we know.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? And so, so the ultimate goal for alchemy is the Philosopher's Stone.
Like Harry Potter?
Oh my God, that's exactly what I was about to say. So I'm going to say, do you know what the Philosopher's Stone is? Because in the Philosopher's Stone, okay, so in Harry Potter, the English version is the Philosopher's Stone.
Uh-huh.
In America, it's the Sorcerer's Stone. You know, they switched it.
I knew there was some shit that they switched.
Yeah. So in America, it's the Sorcerer's Stone. And then in the UK, Hermione's line is the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone. Instead of the Sorcerer's Stone.
So what'd they use in the movie, though?
Well, it's just like the name. It's just the wording, you know?
But I'm saying, like, there's a UK version. You know
yeah, the UK version says Philosopher's Stone. And our version says Sorcerer's Stone.
Even in the movie?
Yeah, the movie. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the movie.
I was talking about the books.
Oh, I'm sure the books, I don't know, but the movie for sure was different.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's why I did her little accent, because it's like, she's like 12, and she's like, the Philosopher's Stone. The Sorcerer's Stone.
You know what? I hope HBO keeps it the fucking Philosopher's Stone.
I know. It sounds more magical.
Keep that shit true to the books. Since that's what y'all want to do.
Please, right? So the Philosopher's Stone is a legendary alchemy substance said to have magical abilities to transmute base metals into gold and create the elixir of life, which grants immortality and heals illness. Originally originating in the ancient world of developed through medieval alchemy, it is a symbol or spiritual transformation and perfection. It is the pursuit led significantly discovers in modern day chemistry.
So not only is this motherfucker a vampire, he helped.
Or did he become a vampire because he was such a good alchemist that he created the Sorcerer's Stone? And he knows what's really up, and he's not going to tell anybody.
There's so many questions that
this goes so much deeper than just like vampire lore. Like we're in alchemy, Harry Potter. What's happening? So some believed he had both Jacques Saint Germain and Count Saint Germain had the Philosopher's Stone to help keep him so young.
Youngness.
Forever young. And so fast forward to the 1970s, there is a man named Richard Chancefray. He was a French alchemist.
French alchemist?
Yeah, he was French and he was an alchemist. So just like the other two.
I was about to say, isn't that a French name?
Exactly. Yeah. So, because Jacques Saint Germain in New Orleans before he came from France. So is this just him reappearing in time?
I would say so.
So again, yeah, he was a French alchemist claiming to be Comte of Saint Germain, and Richard Chanfrey ended up dying from suicide at the age of 40, like all of his portraits depicted of his age. Or was it just him knowing he's aged out and it's time to leave?
I would say it's the fact that he's aged out and it was time to leave, because, I mean, you got to stop and think about it. I mean, he's lived in worlds where it's just been like the top fucking dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the apex predator.
You're the apex predator.
And, you know, like the 70s comes around, you know what I mean? There's like nuclear wars and shit
and
like that.
Media, too. I can imagine, like, I don't want to be seen.
Yeah. You know, shit like that. So it's like.
And what's crazy is that he went on like French television, like claiming to turn liquids into metals. And I was trying to like watch it, but it was all in French. I was trying to find like one that's been like, you know, dubbed over or
had translation.
Yeah, had like English translations, but like I couldn't find anything. And I'm just going back to the French. Why does the French have all the good stuff? They have the they have this. Then they also have, you know, their delicious little chocolate croissants. And they have Dracula, a love story director.
Luc Besson.
I'm so jealous.
Same.
Gosh.
Man, if it's anything like The Fifth Element, it's going to be fucking amazing.
I know you love The Fifth Element.
Yeah.
But you love space and stuff. Like you love Star Wars. And I'm more like, no, I want it to be dark. I want to be in a castle.
Man, that fucking opera scene in The Fifth Element.
They say that that's like what, like the notes that girl sings. It's like almost impossible for people to sing. And like, I think one opera singer actually ended up singing that song.
Yeah. I mean, because like.
It's incredibly hard.
Yeah. Like it's insane. I want to watch that.
Yeah. It's not meant for humans.
Oh,
Isn't that one where she gets like the ID and she's like, hi.
She's like, Lido Dallas multipass.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, what did she say? I want to go back to New Orleans now.
Me too.
I love New Orleans. And I loved like sitting across the street and just like listening to our own music, watching people come by and like hearing the stories of Jacques Saint Germain being told. And it's funny because now looking back, it's like I can definitely see where they've definitely, you know, there were some tours that like kept it more factual, like realistic. And then there was some where like, you know, they kind of played up to.
They doctored it a little bit.
They doctored a little bit, you know, and I appreciate like the real version, you know, like give me the most factual thing you can.
Yeah,
you
100%.
Know? But again, it's like I know facts get lost through time.
Yeah.
You know, I just love New Orleans.
Me too.
Just the jazz music. All the time.
Music,
and everyone there is just so nice. Everyone's just there to have a good time.
It is my favorite dirty city.
It is my favorite dirty city.
This is the best way to put it.
It's so true. I mean, I've had the most fun ever in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like you just feel like you're a kid. You can just run around, you know?
True. But don't run into vampires.
Or homeless men like I have before. Remember that story? Oh my God. This is like when we first met, right? It was our first like.
It was the same trip that we've talked about
the whole time with each other. Yeah. So it rained during Voodoo Fest, and so when we went, it was like super muddy. So then we went out of the city to go get because in the city everyone was like upselling rain boots. Yeah. So we're like, okay, we'll just like, we have a car. So we'll go maybe like 30 minutes out of our way, 20, 30 minutes out of our way to go to, you know, like a academy or whatever.
Yeah.
And people were there buying boots to go take them into the quarter, right? And so we were like, we couldn't even get our size. We couldn't get just plain black rubber boots. They were funky. You know what I mean? They were definitely like, mine had like, I think, pink lighting to it, and it was like camo girl.
Yeah.
We were just like getting stuff. And so your boots were like 3 sizes too big for you, right?
Yeah.
And so we were running across the street, and
we were running across Rampart, like one of the main streets.
yes, because we had to go give in the what do you call it when we were driving?
Golf cart.
But it was like a 6-seater golf cart. You know, they don't do it anymore in New Orleans. God, they really should, because it was so much fun. But we went to go take it back to the people, and so we were running across Rampart, and all of a sudden the light was starting to change. So we're like trying to run, and Jeff, you ended up like tripping.
Yeah, I straight tripped.
You almost went down.
I fucking eagled.
You freaking eagled. What's eagling? It's when you go down, you're about to like hit your face on the ground. You put out your arms, and it helps you like catch air to go up, and it really worked for you. But yeah, you truly eagled. And I remember like running behind you like, oh no, and I start like laughing because I was like, what is happening? Because you like recovered so well. And then I keep running because I think we're all running, and then y'all were like way behind me still walking.
Yeah. And
I'm still trying to run, and then I get into this section of this like parking lot area, and like it's kind of, well, because we were looking for somewhere to pee.
Yeah.
So I was going to this like dark spot. Yeah, dark corner. It's in like an empty parking lot. I was like, I don't care. I'm about to pee my pants. So as I go over there, there was a homeless man, and I felt so bad because all I see is this like cloak over, and it's like super dark. I can't see his eyes. And then he has like his arm is like holding this, and his real long fingers, and he's like swaying back, and his eyes, all of a sudden I see his eyes, and I was like, I go up to him real close, and I go, what the fuck is that? That's a homeless man, poor thing.
What if it was the vampire?
I'm just saying, it looked more like a creature.
Yeah, it definitely did.
I mean, that thing looked like a creature. But I think it was like the cloak, the dark corner.
Yeah.
I was panicked. Had to pee. I was vulnerable. And then I screamed. I think I scared him more.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah. But I want to go back because I loved just walking down the street of Royal.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite thing to do is just walk the street of Royal Street.
Royal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Remember that painting at that gallery? And it was all like the cool...
Yeah.
Was it trees and stuff?
Yeah, and like once you like dim the lights, like it popped more.
Yeah. So he brought us in, and he was like, oh, I'll show you this really cool if you really appreciate my work. Because I was like, I love walking by here. I was like, yeah, at night, like I'll just look into your art gallery. I was like, I just love your work. And so he brought us into this like back room, and it was like this painting, and then he turned the lights off, and then it kind of, he could dim them. And so he was dimming them up, and it was like the room wasn't getting dimmed. Like it wasn't lightening up, but like the painting was lightning.
The painting was coming to life.
Yes, and it was so spooky. It was like green, mossy, swampy. I was like, God, if I had money.
I think we looked at it. It was like almost $1,000 for a small one.
Yeah, and that's why we don't have art.
That's why we do not have art.
But I appreciate it so much. I appreciate the experience he gave us.
Yeah, same.
He's like, I know you won't ever be able to buy this, but let me give you this experience. I was like, thank you.
Thank you.
We're poor. Sorry.
Help me.
We're not poor, but I'm not spending $1,000 on one piece of painting.
It's like this big.
Like 3 hands.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but like your work is so beautiful. I really hope his art is there because God, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
He really depicted New Orleans like beautifully, like the swampy, the spooky. But yeah, that's my episode.
That's a really cool episode. And I liked hearing about the vampire, the most famous vampire of New Orleans.
Yeah, he's the most famous vampire of New Orleans.
Weren't there like some vampire brothers in New Orleans?
There was. I was actually going to do an episode of like all the vampires in New Orleans. And I'll be honest with you, Jacques Saint Germain really took it over. Cool. Like I was doing all these different ones and I was going to talk about them. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, this is this is the story right here.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be the time we need, to
Yeah.
fill it, So if we ever, I want to go back to New Orleans and I want to do a ghost tour about Jacques Saint Germain.
Okay.
And stay there. Not stay there, but like, because we can't. The guy owns it, but go visit.
Yeah.
I want to do a little tour and I want to see what they say.
Yeah. Same.
And I hope we get like a good tour because there's some tours like I don't want it to be doctored up. I want it like factual. I want to.
Yeah, you want the real shit.
I want the real as you can get about a vampire.
Fuck yeah.
Because like I truly believe he came back through time.
Yeah.
That had to be him.
Same. Like all the stuff you told me.
Yeah, and he was so cocky. It seemed like he was in every form. He was cocky and arrogant about like, yeah, I'm 500 years old. Yeah, I'm this person actually. Yeah. So who knows?
Who knows?
So some say he slipped into the fog and never looked back. Others swear they still see him at his balcony rail, glass raised, lips red, eyes older than the quarter itself. Was Jacques Saint Germain a charmer or a hunger that learned to smile? A descendant or the very same shadow, walking the centuries in fine shoes? Either way, New Orleans remembers, and tonight, so do we. If this tale sent a chill up your spine, leave us a review and share it with the fellow spooky lover. Tell us what legends you want us to follow next, and find us on Instagram and all social media at Hauntmates. And if you felt the press of cold breath on your throat, if you've met a Nightwalker and lived to tell the tale, send your story to howdy@hauntmates.com and you might hear it on our listener series, Haunt Tales. We'll see you next time. Until then, keep your doors latched and mirrors covered and never invite a stranger in.